So this is the next recipe, which is for dal and dry fruit samosa. So as we all know that samosas are the kind of snack which all of us love to have. So these samosas are not only healthy but they are also very nutritious, since they contain lot of dry fruits and lentils. So here I am using the yellow split lentil, which is known as moong ki dal, duli moong ki dal. So here I have taken 1/3 cup of yellow moong lentil, and then we have to boil it for 8-10 minutes. After boiling it, we need to just drain out the excess water with the help of this strainer, and then have to spread it evenly on the kitchen towel. So the purpose of spreading it on kitchen towel is to ensure that there is no water left behind. So basically we have to make it dry. So this has to be kept like this for almost an hour or so. Meanwhile, we can create the pastry for the samosas. So for that I have taken half a cup of whole wheat flour. Into that I am adding 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of carom seeds or ajwain, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So you can even take little bit more of olive oil if you want your samosas to be really crispy and khasta. So that is up to you. I have taken only 1 tablespoon. So before adding water, we need to mix it really well. So basically the fat or the oil should be incorporated well with the other ingredients. Then gradually we will add little bit of water, and this is the lukewarm water that I am using. So 1 or 2 tablespoons at a time is the water that you need to add, and moreover the water requirement will vary. Basically you need to create the dough which is very firm, though soft. It should not be wetty, it should not be very soft. So little firm kind of dough we need to create. So around 3 to 4 tablespoons of water is required for making the dough with this much of flour. Now we need to knead it really well by punching it, mixing it well, applying little bit of pressure, just like we make dough for puris or something. So since this is made from wheat which is full of gluten, so the dough will not be crumbly, it will easily come together. Unlike using the gluten-free flours where the dough becomes very crumbly. So now this has become soft. We need to just keep it aside for some time and apply a little bit of oil on the top. Cover it and keep it aside for around 20 to 30 minutes. Meanwhile, we can prepare the stuffing. So by now our moong dal or yellow split lentil has become dry. We need to make a coarse powder from this. So it should not be a very fine powder. Just pulse it for one time or twice to get a coarse powder. Remove it into a bowl. So after this, I am going to add half a tablespoon of whole coriander seeds and half a tablespoon of fennel seeds. These have already been slightly roasted and cooled down. Now we need to pulse them. Again, we need not create a fine powder, just a coarse mixture of these two. So you can check it in between. So we can pulse this mixture once more. Now we can again check it. So this is the perfect mixture now, slightly coarse. That is what we need. Now remove this into a bowl. Next is we will take a pan on a low flame. Into this I am adding 1 teaspoon of olive oil. Then we have to add 1/4 teaspoon of asafoetida or hing. This you can skip as well. Then we'll be adding 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. So this is to give the color. Mix these well. Now though our coriander seeds and fennel seeds have already been slightly roasted, but we need to just toast them once more here. So keep stirring and keep mixing all these things. So just do it until you get a nice aromatic smell of coriander and fennel. Now keep mixing it. After that, we need to add the other ingredients. So let's put the flame to low, and this is the salt that I am adding. I have added 1 teaspoon. You can add according to your taste. This is the chaat masala that I am going to add. Roasted cumin powder also you can add. So this is up to you. The flavors you can incorporate. You can even add little bit of jaggery powder, though I have not added it here. Now these are the chopped cashews. I have taken 2 tablespoons. And these are the chopped raisins. Again, 2 tablespoons of these I have added. Mix it well. Mix it well like this. Now we can add the yellow split lentil, the coarse powder of this, to this mixture. And again we'll mix it well. So we can even roast it a little. Roasting will definitely enhance the flavors. So after roasting it for some time, you will get to have the smell of the nice aroma of the lentils, the coriander, fennel. So then you can switch off the flame and remove this into a bowl. To let it come to room temperature. Like this. So first we'll leave it here only in the pan, and then later on we can remove it into a bowl or a platter or something where it can come down to room temperature quickly, because the stuffing needs to be at the room temperature only before filling it into the pastry, the samosa pastry. It might become soggy otherwise. Now we can start preparing the pastries, the samosa pastries, the outer shell of the samosa. So this is our dough, which you need to knead again by punching it a little like this. Let's now make the pastries or the outer shells. So for that I have used this rolling pad, and onto this I will divide my dough into equal portions. So I am dividing it into 5 equal size balls, and will work on one ball at a time. So with this ball I will be rolling it and flattening it just like we roll out a chapati. So I am creating a 5 centimeter disc kind of chapati. So you can see the innermost circle is 6 centimeter on this rolling pad. So I am creating a 5 centimeter diameter circle or disc. After that we need to cut it into semicircles like this with the help of a knife. Apply some water on the outside of the diameter, rather on the half of the outside of diameter, and overlap one side of the base to the other so as to form a cone. And the water that we have applied on the diameter will help to stick it well, we can fill these cones with the help of this filling. Now around 1 or 1.5 teaspoons, and then we can just try to stick both the edges and seal the left and the right sides to form a triangular samosa. So this is how we'll make the other samosa as well. So applying water on the outer side of the diameter, half of that, and overlapping one side to the other so as to form a cone. So you have to ensure that both the sides are sticking well to each other. So this is the kind of cone that we have got. Into this we'll add 1 or 2 spoons of the filling, the stuffing, and we'll try to join the edges by applying little bit of water on the edges so that the stuffing doesn't come out like this. So we can make 2 samosas from one ball. That means from 5 we can have 10 samosas. So I have created 10 samosas accordingly. And these have been lined up on the baking sheet, on the baking tray. It's now the time to apply little bit of olive oil on the top with the help of this brush. Now applying this oil will not only make them crispier, but they will also get a good and nice color after being baked. So guys, our yummylicious baked lentil samosas with dry fruit are ready to be served. So these are the guilt-free options for snack. You can enjoy them.